Sorry for looking like an absolute disaster. I was just sitting there doing homework and all of a sudden I was like, Halloween video, I have to do it. That's why I have like bat wings flying out of the side of my head and everything just looks insane. You guys know me, you know that I'm not exactly the most put together person, and I hope you all accept me for it. Hi everybody, I thought I would pop on here really fast with my Halloween inspired look. I am not doing anything for Halloween. I am not taking any like little children trick-or-treating. I'm not going to any events. I wasn't invited to any parties. I figured why not ignore the homework that I was doing, throw in a quick Halloween look, and do a video for you guys. Because my prioritization scale is like on point. It's like grad school, YouTube. I can hear like Ron Weasley in the back of my head saying she really needs to sort out her priorities. And that is the worst British accent you have ever heard and probably will ever hear, but there it is. So today we're going to start off with the Wet n Wild beauty haul, and I have to say I'm really sorry. I was going to do this earlier, but now a lot of the stuff is sold out online. I think you can still get the gloss, some of the polishes, and the eyelashes, but I'm sure a lot of the stuff is still like floating around in Rite Aids near you. So if you guys do want any of this stuff, you could probably definitely still get it somewhere out there. Okay, I picked up one of everything besides the lashes because I am fake eyelash inept. I have them on today and it was one of the hardest experiences I've ever had in my life. I've literally had little like beard trimming scissors like right next to my eyeball, like trimming away hunks of eyelash that were stabbing me in the retinas. After this video is done, I'm ripping them off immediately. I think I probably just need a little bit more training in the way of eyelashes, but for right now, I'm gonna stick with natural lashes because all I can do is see like spider legs hanging from my eyeballs and it feels so very strange. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the haul and see what we have. One of the first things we have in here is the Wet n Wild Megalast nail color, and this is in the shade I Dream of Genie, and it is a very like blue toned gray nail polish with tiny little flecks of gold in it. I have not tried this out yet, so I'm just going to do a terrible thumbnail swatch. Oh, I'm so bad at painting nails. It looks like you will definitely need at least 2 coats of this to get full opacity. The first one I put on was a little bit streaky. I'm not waiting for it to dry. Ain't nobody got time for that. Alright, and here it is with the 2 coats on it. You can definitely see those little tiny gold shimmers in it. I think it is actually a very pretty color, but you will need a couple coats to build it up. I do, however, love that Wet n Wild brushes are so thick like this. I feel like it makes it really easy to evenly coat your nails. So I like that a lot. And now I just realized I have a wet nail and I get to dig through a box of other stuff, so great. Next up in here we have this thing. This is not what I thought it was going to look like in person, but I got one of the super shiny, like extra glittery lip glosses, and this is in the shade Loco-potion. And it has kind of like a wider flat doe foot applicator. Here it is on the back of my hand. You can definitely tell it has a pink tint to it and a little bit of a shift. Like it has a bit of a pink purple shift with those little itty bitty tiny glitters in it. It is kind of pretty. I'm not a huge fan of glosses, but I don't know. I think this over a certain liquid lipstick or maybe even just a regular lipstick to give it a little bit of shine, it would look kind of pretty. Next up in here, I got 2 of the Color Icon loose pigments, and these are both in the holiday edition, and there is like a ton in here. This one is Kung Fu Lightning. One of my favorite parts of these is they have this like little protective cap over the sifter so it doesn't fall out. But there it is. I'm just going to shake some on the back of my hand. That was more than necessary. Here it is when it's all moved around. It is very pretty. I could even see using this as like a highlight. I actually don't have any highlight on today, so let's just go ahead and test this out as a highlight. You know, I think that works pretty well actually. So you could have this as like a loose pigmented highlight. You could definitely use this as a loose pigment eyeshadow, however you would enjoy using it. And yeah, I think that's actually really pretty. The next one I have is in the shade Heart of Rose Gold, and it also has the same little sifter cover on it. I love everything rose gold, so this was exciting to pick up. I really hope it does come off rose gold when you move it around. And yeah, it does a pretty good job of coming off rose gold. A little bit maybe on the browner side in the monitor here, but it is nice and shimmery and very pretty. So this would work very nicely as an eyeshadow, or if you have maybe more deep skin, you could also use this as a highlight. And then last up, speaking of highlight, I got the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Gold Bar, and I've heard Tati talk about this and she loves it, so I'm very excited to have this. It just looks like this on the inside. We have our main highlight here, and then in the star we have a bit of a pinker highlight. And then swatching it with the finger, that's what it looks like, but if we kind of move it around a little bit more, because you're not going to have that stark like line of highlight on your cheek. Well, I mean, unless you like that, then maybe you will. but there it is. It's actually really pretty. I did just receive another gold highlight in my Lip Monthly bag, but that gold highlight was like super yellow gold, whereas I don't know if you can tell, but this one kind of has like more of a pink undertone to it to where it's not so yellow. There's definitely more of like a pinky peach undertone to this gold instead of like a very yellow gold, which I think will work better with my skin tone. I will list all the prices and information for this stuff down below. If you guys want any of this stuff, I really hope you can still find it in like your local CVS or Rite Aid or wherever else they sell Wet n Wild. I will try to find some links down below for you guys, and yeah, so that was it for the Wet n Wild portion. And now we're moving on to the weird stuff. So for as long as I can remember, I've always been very interested in like skulls, and I really enjoy like skeletons and musculature and like anatomy kind of stuff. I don't know why, but skulls like have really stuck out to me always. So as you guys know, I have little Fred back here. This was a gift from my friend a long time ago, and I absolutely love him. A lot of you might think that he is a Halloween decoration, but no, he is not. He actually sits on top of one of my Shakespeare books on my desk, and I keep them out all year round because I really like them. But recently I have been adding to my collection of skulls, which might seem weird to a lot of people. I just really like them for some reason. So I wanted to show you guys what I picked up. Okay, the first thing is this giant white skull. This is glass. He's super heavy, and he's kind of like a white skull inset into a glass skull, so it gives this really cool, like very three-dimensional, I mean obviously it's three-dimensional, I'm holding it, but like very three-dimensional look. He also has little like silvery specks in his head, which I really like and I think is really pretty, but he's also open at the top. So what I'm doing is I have filled it with black sand, and I'm going to be taking makeup brushes and storing them in there. So he is going to be a makeup brush holder, and I think he's adorable. I got this at TJ Maxx. I think it was like $9.99, and I'm very excited to put this on my vanity. Okay, and next up we actually have 4 little skulls, and these are little skull shot glasses. Now I personally will not be using these as shot glasses. These are going to be turned into candles. I originally got them just to put a votive in, but they're too square to fit like a small round votive into. Me and my mom make candles. We have a little candle shop on Etsy where we like to sell stuff, so I was actually going to just make a candle into this, melt some wax, fill it up, and then I'll have little skull candles. I do have 4 of these guys, so I'm very excited to have like a nice little row of skull candles in my room. I did get these for $14 off Amazon, and they're super heavy and they feel like really nice, so I'm very excited about these. Okay, next up, something I got from Amazon is this skull pillow. Well, I didn't get like the pillow itself, but I got the cover for $1 off Amazon, and it's really big actually. It is a skull wearing like a flower crown, which I think is really funny for some reason. I don't know, but I thought the graphics were pretty cool on it. I like how it looks kind of like sketchy because I really do enjoy art. So I don't know, I thought it was really cool, and it goes nicely on my couch. I just took another pillow that I had. I pulled out the inside guts of it and shoved it into this skeleton pillow, which sounds so creepy. But yeah, that's how I got this big fluffy skeleton pillow. I like it a lot. It's kind of like a softer burlap material, and I think it's really cute, so I like it a lot. And finally, something I'm super excited to use is this skull like drinking cup. So it's just like a little skull shaped mason jar with a lid and a straw. And I don't know, I thought he was really cute. I got this at my local Meijer. I really like drinking out of straws, firstly, and I just thought it was really cool that it was a skull and black because black is my favorite color. So yeah, this guy was the last of these skulls that I picked up this season. And I know it's pretty strange to collect skulls, but everyone has their weird stuff, and my weird stuff is skulls. My room's kind of weird anyway. One of these days I will do a room tour when it's not a complete disaster, as it always is. Like, I'm in my little corner, I'm like, oh look, my little corner's set up nicely, and then around me is just chaos. So whenever I finally tame the chaos, I will show you guys around my room, and then I'd like to do like a vanity tour, all that kind of stuff one day when my room isn't horrid. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. It would really mean the world to me. I hope you guys have an amazing Halloween, and as always, I hope you have a fantastic day. I will see you next time. Bye!